Hi everyone, it is 12:15 currently, time for one of my famous midnight updates as we continue to keep an eye on Irene right now. Sustained winds of 100 miles per hour. Irene looking kind of like some dry air has been wrapping around her, so I'm really not expecting much in the way of strengthening. In fact, the storm could make landfall as a strong tropical storm instead of a Category 1 hurricane, but you can't really look at what the classification of the storm is because the impact on us is pretty much going to be the same. We'll see some squally showers as we head throughout the day on Saturday, where at times it's raining, then maybe it stops for a little while as we get some of those outer feeder rain bands, and then as we head throughout the evening on Saturday, that rain really picks up. It becomes steady. It becomes very heavy, and the winds will pick up in intensity too. I think the heaviest rain beginning around 2 a.m. Sunday morning, and the winds will be probably the worst around the time you wake up on Sunday morning. Well, 8 a.m., so earlier than I would wake up, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, let's get right to the maps, because as we tell you all the time, the track of the storm means everything. Believe it or not, this is not the National Hurricane Center track. This is the track of Gloria, which left 500,000 people in Connecticut without power for a very long time. Take a look at Gloria, and now here's Irene. Gloria, Irene. The track is almost exactly the same. Now, the reason I say the track means everything is because west of the storm track, we typically see the heaviest rain. East of the storm track, we typically see the most gusty winds. So this is the ECMWF. It's one of the computer models that we use. And right now you're looking at mean sea level pressure and QPF. And this is as we head throughout the day. This is Sunday afternoon. These lines, these black lines here, are pressure. When they're really close together, that shows you a big pressure difference. So typically it means very windy conditions, and the winds are literally going to follow these lines. We're going to have an easterly component to the wind, and it flows around these lines in a counterclockwise manner. But we'll have an easterly component to the wind coming into the Long Island Sound basically all day long, and that's why I'm thinking we could see a storm surge that could be even worse than it was in Gloria, especially combined with astronomically high tide. The tide will be the highest that it is all month. But notice the rain is certainly on the western half of the storm. But now let's switch over to winds. This is also from the European model, and you can see at the very same time the winds are more towards the eastern half of the storm. So I wouldn't be surprised if, let's say, parts of western Connecticut got up to 7, 8, 9 inches of rain, and places like Groton, New London got an inch or two. That really could end up being a scenario that pans out just like that. So we'll have to continue to keep an eye on things. Also, you know how we say that the track means everything. If this track shifts a little bit more to the west, there's going to be a lot more land interaction, and I think that Irene is certainly going to lose some of her intensity, lose some of her juice, and by the time she gets here, we could be talking about a much better scenario for us. If the storm moves further east, well, at this point, we're pretty much in the same scenario. So unfortunately, we are going to feel the impacts of Irene, whether she makes landfall as a Category 1, a weak Category 1, or a strong tropical storm. I am running out of time. If you've been waiting to see Rambo, let's see, can I tilt it? There he is. I don't know what he's doing, but he's here helping me forecast, and I'm keeping an eye on things for you, and I'm going to be at the station all day tomorrow, all day Sunday, keeping you up to date on everything. So thanks for watching, and have a great night.